Over the course of 2020, the people of Victoria have experienced extended stay-at-home orders and other restrictions in the fight against COVID-19. But from July the 4th, one group of Melburnians experienced a lockdown that was different to all others. These people, about 3,000 in total, were residents of high-rise public housing towers. Their lockdown prompted many complaints to my office, and our subsequent investigation received almost 150. My report has now been tabled in the Victorian Parliament. The investigation learned that on the morning of July the 4th, senior health officials agreed the towers needed to be locked down to contain a worrying outbreak of the virus. The officials expected the lockdown to begin the next day, allowing time to plan for food deliveries and other logistics. But at a press conference at 4 p.m, the Premier announced the lockdown starting immediately. The lockdown was enforced by large numbers of police, who were on site before the residents knew or understood what was happening. Many were initially without food, medication and other supports. Residents at 8 of the 9 towers were detained in their homes for 5 days. Residents of one tower were detained for a further 9 days, waiting more than a week to be allowed outside for supervised access to fresh air. Their stories are deeply distressing. The lockdown successfully stopped the spread of the virus at the towers, but in my opinion, its immediacy was not compatible with the residents' human rights, including the right to humane treatment when deprived of liberty, and therefore appeared to be contrary to Victorian law. This report is not a criticism of the hundreds of public health officials who dealt with the crisis, with its huge logistical challenges. Many went above and beyond to support the residents. But the investigation found that the decision to bring forward the operation, which appeared to have been made at a cabinet meeting that afternoon, did not appear to be based on direct health advice. And like the virus it sought to contain, it risked the health and well-being of many people. I've recommended that the Victorian Government apologise to the people detained at the public housing estates for the harm and distress caused by the immediacy of their lockdown. This apology would mark an important step in restoring community trust and affirm our commitment to the protection of human rights that are for all of us, whatever our state of health or wealth, wherever we live.